Oh no! No one reminded me.
Well, it looked fine on our side.
Sorry. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm in the woods. Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story, a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. I am here apparently in the woods in with our beloved crew. Why did it switch to this one? It
I thought
shouldn't have
that's what you
done
were
that.
talking about.
No, no. I'm in the woods. There we are. Hello, everyone. Start the intro over. No, we are here with all of our friends in the Mongoose crew. Everybody, take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, Internet.
Hello. There we go.
Hi.
All right, all is well with the world. Hi. For those that have no idea what this is, we are hello again. We are a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, having 4 parties living, existing, and breathing, and trying to break into a school and
We did.
I mean, yeah, trying to sneak into a school and be all sneaky,
Trying to break out of a school now.
and now breaking out of a school and doing a whole Beauty and the Beast thing in the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world that is currently called Imea. Yeah. So if this is your first time here, welcome. We hope you have fun. Before we get, we need to get into the announcements, but just a heads up, I think I am still in sick brain right now, so everything's kind of firing maybe a second later. I'm feeling it right now as I'm talking, but hopefully we'll be able to make that work as we move along. So basically, what I'm saying for the rest of you guys is you guys just fill in the blanks. Cool.
Such a dumb bat.
Wow.
Bro, Lorian is on fire with me.
Loria is ready to get a new character sheet ready. Cool. Yes. So before we begin, some announcements. First off, our freaking Saturday drop in, drop out campaign, Humblewood, is still going strong. For those that don't know, Humblewood Silk and Sunder is our drop in, drop out campaign that we've been running for mostly all summer. We will be running it into September as well. I'm even having trouble typing right now. It's not good. But yeah, it is an awesome campaign set in the forest setting that is called Humblewood. So for those that are interested in playing, this Saturday is all booked up, so you cannot play this Saturday. Sorry, but because we have so many people. But if you were interested in joining for next week, which I need to add a thing for, I'll do that while we're typing out stuff. But if you are interested in joining for the next couple weeks, please check that out. You can do so by going to startplaying.com. I should just start the www. Let's bring www back, friends. Startplaying.games/GM/It's a Long Story. You can go there, check out some information on it. You can sign up for the next following week or the week after. Drop in, drop out means that you can join for several sessions. You can join for just a single session. You can take a break, come back. You can join the whole thing, whatever you want to do. It's up to you. But it's super fun. We're having a blast. We're kind of coming to the back end of it, but it is crazy. And yeah, check it out. Also, oh man, I know I promised some new information for a couple people last week, but I have been full out of it for at least full 3 days. So no information on the new campaign, but for those that have no idea, we are going to be starting a 5th campaign on Thursdays for our crew of Imayans, which we'll be changing the name of soon, because it will be in the same time in the same world, but in a different country, a place that has information that I cannot disclose yet. But if you are interested, I know last month we had a bunch of people that were interested in possibly joining when we were needing a new player for our Friday campaign. So for those of you who are still kind of keeping up and watching, please stick close, follow that same link that I left for you guys to be able to find out more information. There is nothing as of yet, but there will be very soon, I promise, as we are planning to get started next September. We also will be using the new. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna actually kind of put my well, no, I'm not. Nope, I already backed off from that. I'm going to be strongly encouraging people to be using the new classes and subclasses for the September version of the player's guide, September 2024 version of the player's guide. Excited for that new rule system. There's stuff that I like about it, stuff that I'm curious about how it's going to work. So if you are too, and want to play a Thursday night game, that's your chance right there. Cool. So more information on that later. Lastly, if you are interested in getting closer and getting more chummier with your friends here in the IMEAs, you can do so by liking and subscribing where you're watching this, whether it is on YouTube or Twitch, but also checking out our Instagram and TikTok down below at It's a Long Story _TTRPG. Super fun. We get some really cool clips, some terrain stuff. I have some things planned for some future terrain videos, but our players have to get there first. So, hint, hint. Yeah. It's super cool. Check it out. And if you feel so inclined, like and follow and do all that stuff, as it does help out the channel a ton with being able to reach out to more people. And that's not the whole reason at all, but that's a reason why we're putting so much energy and stuff into making it available to you guys. Cool. I believe that is it on the announcements. Yeah, I flew through those. Did I forget anything?
No.
Cool. Sweet. Awesome. Well, then before we jump into tonight, we do need to give a recap of where we left off. So, Lorianne, please take it away. I think you're muted.
Muted.
Yeah.
So the Mongoose crew made their way into the Ludus. They split into two groups. We had Group Wombat, which was Eldryn, Noros, Milo, Wilbur, and Professor Thorn. And then also we had we called them Group A, but I'm calling them Group Maintenance, which was Seren, Gwar, Broomhilda, and Faustus. So Group Wombat was able to get past Doris with little issue. We learned she's a small woman with thick glasses, orange hair, pointed ears. We can't quite tell what her race is, but she's very opinionated and smitten with Noros, who we gave the fake name of Vanos for. So she approves all of us to use magic. And we let her know that we're here to do a demonstration to show how a werewolf can control themselves. And then we had group maintenance, which we started with Seren helping Broomhilda with her maintenance disguise. Broomhilda wanted to make it a little bit her own, so she did and wore her to about like a bandolier. Gwar found some gifts from Huxley in the portable hole that he has, and Huxley gifted Seren and Gwar glasses of true sight and a pin of silence, both of which only last for one day. They end up coming about 10 minutes after the first group, and they meet Doris, and Gwar flirts with her shamelessly. And then Broomhilda fails at being a person and when talking to Doris, and tells Doris that she has the same name as her, but it's spelled with a Y in it. So despite all of that, Gwar is able to sweet talk his way into getting magic approved for Seren, Broomhilda, and himself. And they are able to get into the Ludus. So then we switch back over to Group Wombat. Milo and Eldryn spent some time discussing what they need to do next, and Milo tells Eldryn she just needs to do a 10-minute presentation, and then Milo will take over from there and then lose control and make a distraction. So her and Noros come up with some talking points, and they then meet with a small halfling male, I think it was Magister Wyvenen or Professor Orwell. I don't know which one was the first name, but the professor of zoology. Eldryn explained her backstory to him to make it which made it very clear that she had no clue what Rangers do. But despite that, we're able to recover. Milo, in his werewolf form, tells Arwell that Eldrin hit her head, and that is why she is how she is. But she's very sweet, so it's okay. So we are about to go into the classroom when we find presents from Huxley. He gives us three things: a chain, bracelet, a bronze brooch, and an ink bottle with absolutely no direction. So Eldrin tells everyone not to mess with them. So Milo immediately does and puts on the chain bracelets, and it becomes frozen. And when we enter the classroom, Milo can't move a muscle. So this brings us into some shenanigans of Noros blaming Wilbur for what's going on with Milo, Eldrin trying to start this presentation while Noros and Wilbur fight, and then Noros eventually gets the cuffs off of, or the bracelet off of Milo so he can move. So Eldrin is interrupted a lot by all of the shenanigans that are happening while she's trying to do this presentation, from not only her party but also the students, which leads Eldrin to yelling at the entire class and losing her cool. And eventually she says, I can't take this anymore and I need to leave, and collects Wilbur and leaves. So Milo then takes over and becomes a counselor, basically, and shows the students lots of fun stuff. He even does pull-ups with one of them, and it's a weird moment that Joe found very funny. Milo causes...
Whatever, dude.
Milo then causes a scene.
Joe wasn't alone.
I know. It's just Joe's really into it.
I don't need your help.
Milo then caused a scene and kind of fake freaks out. And he then has to run away from people, and a creepy black tiefling tried to stop him, but he's able to get past his wisdom saving throw. And for anyone who pays attention, that sounded really mean. I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, let me keep going. For anyone who pays attention, they would know that that's Dr. Kestrel, the professor that Thorn told us to stay away from. Okay? Anyway, so that's where
might have been the most Hermione thing you've ever said.
Seriously.
Wait, are you Eldrin already? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, I am.
What's happening?
So back to team maintenance. Gwar disguised himself as Lionel Manticorus, and Felix, who Seren had a run-in with before, shows up and asks, basically, what are you all doing here? You're not supposed to be here, and is super haughty about it all. And Gwar, as Lionel, kind of puts on a big show in front of Felix and gets him to agree to take him on a tour because Lionel is so important and he needs to be shown these things because he's going to be a wizard someday. The best wizard that there ever.
It's Lion-O.
Lion-O. Thank you. I was saying Lionel.
Okay. I know. It's okay.
So, yeah. If I was paying attention, I would have known.
Yeah, if you had been paying attention, you would have known that, yeah.
So, anyway, Broomhilda, Seren, and Faustus go to the library to fix the chandelier, and they're on their way there. Seren noticed a cloaked figure who is following Broomhilda and Faustus. And because she's wearing the glasses of True Sight, she's able to very quickly figure out that it is Frederick, who is her tiefling friend who broke the chandelier in the first place and has helped us out with a lot of different, distractions. There we go. And he is super flirty with Seren, and she lets him down viciously with her sass and wit. And then he decides to, I think, impress her even more and says he'll do another distraction so that Broomhilda can fix this chandelier without, I forget the librarian's name, without her being annoying. And he accidentally burns a bunch of books and probably almost burns the library down. Basically, he doesn't do well when he says he's going to do a distraction, and he goes really big. And then we had Lionel on his tour with Felix. He kind of crossed paths with Eldrin, Noros, and Wilbur. And Eldrin, they leave, and they're on their way to the wing of the school that is for the wizards and stuff like that. And Eldrin and Noros and Eldryn, Norris, and Wilbur. There we go. Make their way that way as well, with Eldryn casting locate creature to see if she can find her brother. And then I don't have this written down, but Kayla can correct me. Did you go to the basement already?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Yeah. So
We're
Seren
like right
and
inside.
Seren and Frederick are in the basement, and they noticed an automaton is missing as well. And Frederick tried to get you to go into a closet with him. So I'm ready to start.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm ready to start. Oh my god.
I am so impressed.
Hell yeah. You are fast.
Yeah, I made it today. Let's get this going. Because I'm with them.
Better than my shirt.
No, they're both amazing.
Holy crap.
I really wanted to say I'm with Dumbat, but I didn't know where Miranda was going to be. And so I was like, I don't know which way to like point it.
Good Lord. I love it, but I'm so offended on Wilbur's behalf.
Fucking incredible. Oh my god.
I got goosebumps.
That's so good.
How did you get a shirt that fast?
I made it.
Oh, that's right. You can do that crafty
That's
shit.
how you do it.
Yeah. I made it within an hour today.
That's incredible.
Definitely not during my work day. No one watched this. No, not at all. Not at all.
That is clearly more important.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Well, with that, I think we can get started, gang. Let's do this in some old fashioned. Everybody, roll me a non-combat initiative. So we'll do this. We'll do, because I know Wilbur and Eldryn are together. Let's have Wilbur roll. Yeah. And then I think the rest of you guys are all kind of separated. So the rest of you guys go ahead and so the only person not rolling is Eldryn.
11.
8.
I rolled a nat 1.
There it is.
6.
Oh.
I used the curse dice too.
That's why I don't use those dice.
Okay, 11, 8. I got and then 6. I got 3 numbers.
No, you just in Milo.
You're muted. Or we can't hear you. Nope. Just go ahead and put it in chat. We'll take a look at it. But I'll be amazed if 11 won. God, I'm taking forever. 19. Okay. If we can't hear you, I'm going to say you might want to go second. Yeah, let's do that. Cool. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm going to be doing that a lot today, gang.
Me too.
Okay. So who got the 11?
Wilbur.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Eldryn and Wilbur. So as you guys are in from where we left off, you guys are now on the the sort of wizard's wing out on the if I recall correctly, the east side, or did I kind of claim it as the west side?
I think. Oh God. I'd have to. It's wherever Alistair told us to go.
Yeah. Which if you're so I'll put it this way. Like I know what it is. I'm just trying to think of how I explain it to you guys. But say like if you were facing
east side of school.
East side of school, yeah. So this is if you were entering. This is east side. Kiki says Dumbat shirt is amazing. I agree.
Don't encourage her.
So good. So good.
Offended.
Dumbat.
I was gonna say, all right. So we didn't really like the pull-up sort of thing, but apparently that went the dumb bat went really well.
Yeah, it did. It did. I wore this shirt to the brewery today, and I'm pretty sure my husband was like, "You're the dumb bat by wearing that shirt. Like you're. It's not like I'm with dumb bat. You are."
Right.
That's like,
right.
I don't care.
It also is. Oh, I forgot music, but it is also like. The only people that are going to get that it's a wombat are probably offended.
Yeah.
You're just putting dumb bat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It works. It doesn't work on so many levels.
So obsessed with you.
Beautiful.
All of Imea is obsessed with Wilbur.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. That is what it is. Cool. So first things first, Eldryn and Wilbur, as you guys are on the east side of the tower. Okay. So nothing yet. You using your locate creature, you are not able to find. And what were you using for the connection there? Was there?
As long as I am familiar with the creature.
Okay.
So within 1,000 feet of me.
Sweet.
And it lasts an hour.
All right. Sweet. Yeah. So no noise as of yet for that. We can say you guys are continuing to kind of like scope the place out, but you are now walking. You kind of mentioned that you guys are kind of like walking hand in hand. Is that still true? Because that means, Wilbur, you would be walking on 2 feet.
I originally was going to walk with him hand in hand, but then remembered that he has to be the dumb wombat. So, yeah. So Wilbur's probably walking by our sides, me and Norris.
Yes, okay. Walking on all fours, but not gracefully.
You got it. Cool.
I probably fall on my face a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I need all three of you guys to go ahead and give me a perception check.
$19.
21 for me. And do you need one for Norris?
Yes.
Okay. He rolled a nat 1 for 8.
Cool. Gotcha. I think during that time he is just trying his darndest to like convince Wilbur like you're not doing it like you're not walking right, like you're trying to like be dumber. So 19 with Eldryn and then Wilbur one more time. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna catch up, gang.
19. Well, Eldryn had a 21.
Yeah.
21. Okay, cool. Awesome. Cool. So as you're walking along, we will say it is in this moment that there is a class that kind of just lets out, and there's a crowd that kind of like is gathering and moving in your direction. As you guys are continuing to kind of look through, go ahead and say what are you looking for? Obviously, locate creature on. Do you think you're just kind of like walking around until something kind of pings?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. We're heading towards the wing of the school that has its tower that's closed off, which was like close to Dr. Kestrel's classroom. Since Alistair said he had a very odd feeling when he was near it, so that's Eldrin's plan is just to walk around and see if anything pings, and then head towards there.
Okay, you got it. Cool. All right. I will say, go ahead and give me an insight check.
Well.
Okay. I'll say Wilbur, you can as well.
5.
Okay, cool. Awesome. All right. As you guys are walking along, you're kind of just trying to look like you're not looking for something specific. I would say, What is the manner you guys are trying to present yourself here? Like, are you trying to look like you're yeah, like go ahead and tell me, like, what is the facade that we're trying to convey?
I would say heads kind of down and trying to blend in.
Okay, you got it. Cool, awesome. All right. Okay. All right. So the last one I'm going to have you guys do is a deception check, please, or performance. I'd allow either.
Oh, both of that. Can I do persuasion?
They're equal.
No.
Dang it.
18.
On which one, Wilbur? Which one?
It doesn't matter. They're both -1.
So whenever I say which one, it's not necessarily just the number. It's representing, do you think you're trying to be deceitful or you're trying to be performative?
I'm going to use my inspiration.
I'm going to say performative.
Okay, cool. Got it.
I don't remember what I rolled before. Nora's got a 17. Eldryn got a 7.
7.
For performance.
Okay.
Both of them.
You
yourself too high. It's not
what
good.
it is. Yeah. You see there is a did I put him on here? Let's see. I'm just gonna do this because no, I didn't. Sorry, 1 second. So as you guys are walking down the hallway, you notice that there are a couple of eyes that seem to glean towards you and Wilbur. When they look down at Wilbur, there's definitely some murmuring between classmates. You're not entirely sure what they're talking about, what their personalities are saying in that. But it is I'll say it is kind of suspicious. They look suspiciously concerned. There is a I don't know why he's not in here yet. There is a person who is talking with a couple of other classmates. Looks up suddenly and looks in your direction. And you hear him go, "Oh, Millicent, there you are. Hello. Sorry.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. Sorry. I thought you were somebody else. Are you?
Did you think I was another Triton? Because we don't all look alike.
Well, that makes this next other question hard. You're not Millicent's older sister, are you?
Eldryn says, nope, I'm not.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, my mistake.
We're not all related either.
Of course. Yes, I just wasn't aware there was another Triton here. Excuse me. And you see him kind of walk off.
I turn to Noros. I say, that went well.
I think Noros rolled a 7, right?
No, he rolled
a 17.
For performance, he rolled a 17.
Yeah, not the performance, the insight. Which we said he couldn't. I said he couldn't. I said in my head he couldn't roll because it was not one. So he goes. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. I think maybe Wilbur, or Bert? Oh gosh, this is hard. Bert, I try and tell Wilbur basically, let's position you so that you're either in between me and Vanos, or you're between me and the wall, maybe, so you're not as noticeable.
I am 100% going between you and the wall.
I nod and say, that's a good choice. Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so I will say, go ahead and give me one more. I'll say just a luck roll.
Which one of us?
TC 15. Be you, Eldryn.
No.
Do good.
13.
That's not good enough.
That's all right. Milo, we figure out your audio stuff? No. No luck. There you go. Talk now? Oh, I think we just had him and then we lost him. We'll move over to Mike. Cool. So Mike, you are just above Eldryn on the next level up. Continuing to walk with Felix and checking out the other classrooms. Gwar, is there something we'll say what is Gwar's intention on what he's looking for right now?
So I know I'm heading in the direction that we had talked about, where there was the possibility of all the stuff being, whether it's like Fulmos or any kind of proof. So I think I would say,
well,
since
time out. Sorry, clear that for me. What were you saying? What are you looking for?
I was just gonna say, like, since I know I'm in the right area for where we agreed we were trying to head toward, I think Gwar would be looking for like maybe like some kind of faculty offices, or maybe even where Grancelli would be, or some sort of like maybe archives or something.
Okay, cool. So for clarity, because the first part of what you're saying, I'm not entirely sure we're on the same page on. So you're looking for faculty offices.
Yeah, because I'm looking for proof that Grancelli is dirty.
Cool. All right, sweet. So as you are walking with Felix, first and foremost, I mean, once you're up on the second floor, there are other classrooms here. You notice there, any like most of the closed doors are going to have like, if there's any sort of like window sort of like thing to them, they're all like kind of like a stained glass sort of thing. They're not really designed for you to be able to kind of look in and see what's or who's in there. So I think in this case, it's a lot of it would be, I mean, in my opinion, would be trying to like get information from Felix on that.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. So me as Lion-O, I have to get in. Hang on. Okay, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where the magic happens, isn't it?
Yes, this is one of the. It's a magic school, so there's. I mean, this is where the best magic happens.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. What did you think I meant?
I don't know. You just said magic. I was just, if you're going to be going to here in the school,
what other magic matters other than wizard magic?
Well, when you walked in, you wanted to see the sorcerer side, so putting it.
Yes, to see the inferior magic first. Are you not listening to me?
Camaris, I'm Mr. Camaris. I'm trying to listen as best I can.
Manticorus.
Manticorus, of course. Where did you say your family was from?
Areskos. You didn't. I'm from the Areskos Manticoruses.
Areskos. Where is Areskos? I'm not familiar.
Oh, it's just south of your mother's butt.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for prying. I just was trying to understand. You were recognized by another I think faculty member or some. So I was just curious to gain knowledge for myself. But if you're wanting to just be rude like that, well, I guess that's another way to handle things too. Anyways, this is the conjuration
where are you
classroom.
from? Where are you from? Do you like talking about your origins?
Yeah, I'm from the capital, from Eisenheim.
Well, that seems very loud.
That seems loud?
Yeah, it'd be very loud in a big capital city. How do you even think to do spells?
Oh, well, I managed to tune out the people I don't want to be listening to, I guess.
Oresco says lots of open land, and there was a large temple on the top of a mountain, and you go up there to get blessings, but everything else is just your free domain.
That sounds lovely. Is that someplace like near or like a neighborhood in Hasamal, maybe? Or?
I don't know. Is that near your mother's butt?
Okay. He full on. All right. Well, I guess you've seen what you need to see here, so I guess we can call this tour finished. I do have other work to do, as this was not even part of my schedule to do. So.
Well, I appreciate it, Felix. There's one thing I would like to say. We could stop here, or we could get into some real trouble.
Why would I want to do that?
Because it's fun.
Not to me.
We can show those sorcerers what's up. We can find some information that can help us gain some more advantages. Not that we need any, but that would be pretty sweet. Can we find... Are there any, like, faculty that aren't here right now that we could maybe, like, find something cool or, like, a relic or, something concentrate our magic through?
I would say go ahead and roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage, as you have insulted him twice.
You said persuasion with disadvantage. I'm pretty good at persuasion.
Notably, are you wearing the emblem or the amulet? I can't remember what we called it.
I think I would be, even though I'm not wearing my armor. I think I would still have it on.
Okay, so make sure you have that equipped, because there's a flip side to that, right?
Yes, there is. So that is a that's a dirty 20, because my lower one was a 10. So
okay, all right, cool. Well, I don't see, Lionel. You can choose to do whatever you want if you choose to stay in this school, but I'll just be honest with you. Following the rules is where you get to be where I am.
And where
it's
exactly
a pretty great place.
And please, no offense, where exactly is that, Felix?
I have responsibilities of maintaining the school's student persona. I am able to give a full face of the school in a way that no other student of my age or current title can do, as well as retain certain privileges of being able to get in and out of certain places.
Interesting. Can you cast Fireball?
Of course.
Good.
It's a very simplistic spell at my level.
Well, I wanted to make sure, because it's a really cool spell, and I really want to learn it if I come here. Do you know Power Word Kill?
As we previously discussed, there are certain spells that you absolutely do not.
Right. And who do you think has the knowledge to find that out?
No one here.
Aren't there just some spells you really want to learn that maybe are like, maybe there's something really cool that we could find that could help us concentrate our abilities?
That's why you go to class.
I want to do it now.
You're starting to sound like a sorcerer to me.
Excuse me.
I'm calling it like I see it.
Fine. I guess I'll just go find a sorcerer to help me figure out some cool spells.
Great. Well, good luck. I say thus ends the tour. Lino, best of luck on figuring out that fireball spell.
You're just gonna leave me here? How do I get out of here?
Well,
Don't you know how to go and you know how to get places, right?
Yes, I brought us here.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it you want to go? Also, who was supposed to be leading you again?
They never told me their name, and it wasn't important to me because they didn't seem like they knew what they were doing.
I'm starting to understand the full picture of that. Okay. Well, if you go back to Doris, she'll probably be able to find you either your previous assignment or a new assignment of a person that is befitting your.
So just to be clear,
Kinda.
you don't want to find any cool spells that you can't learn in your current year.
I am a student leader, sir. I got there by following the rules. If you do not wish to follow the rules of the school, the best thing I can do for you is to convince you that this might not be the place for you. But I have a feeling that that's not going to connect with you. So maybe I'm not the person that would be finding that place. Rules are here for a reason, to be able to help us to be able to learn, to be able to progress, and get to where we want to go. Gwar, you get an idea, like, you're trying to convince this person to break the rules, and he's basically an RA.
Right.
So there's a level of, like, you catch a, like, oh, okay, I gotta change my tactic here to be able to make this actually work.
Right. I was just having a lot of fun insulting him.
Or you could just say, like, you're accepting that he's gonna walk off, and then you're kind of like just doing your own sort of stuff.
So I think Gwar would change tactics then. So then he would just be like, you know what? I'm sorry. I don't usually apologize very often, but I feel like this is an interesting time to do so. So you're welcome for the apology, because they're rare for me, because I'm not usually wrong. But
you just said you're sorry. Sorry for what?
Oh, for trying to get you to break the rules.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say that I don't occasionally bend a certain rule. It's just they have to have a reason and an assurance that there would be no way to get in. To looks around at this, like, at the momentary empty hallway. In trouble.
Well, I mean, obviously I can't ask you to compromise your morals. So show me something that you think is cool.
I can absolutely do that. Let's go to the courtyard where there is a plaque and a very cool statue of the of our beloved leader set up in the courtyard. Come take a look. Also, you'll be able to see how all the other students greet me.
Oh, excellent. I'd love to see that. Proceed. Thank you.
Cool. He's going to start leading you down the hallway. So we'll say, like, kind of like above the table here.
Yeah.
Your goal is to get him to go somewhere that is off limits.
Yeah. At least that was my initial thing, but now I'm just like...
Okay.
I wasn't getting anywhere with my other tactic, and if he's just going to follow the rules, I don't really know what else to do other than either to just comply with him or tell him to fuck off.
Right. Okay.
So I would say as he walks away, I'd probably like slow down because he's probably I could see him just like talking to himself and as he walks down the hall, and I would just like kind of duck behind around a corner or something.
Okay. You got it. So you want to lose him.
Yeah.
You got it. Go ahead and roll me a... I'll say a stealth check with advantage. He's not most perceptive.
Okay, that's 13.
13. Okay, cool. They 13. 13 as you duck away. He goes about like maybe like 15 feet down the staircase before he realizes you're not with him. Lino. And say if you want to like take off running, you certainly could. It would just be, I think, in this regard, it'd be like recognizing you're purposely separating from him as opposed to like you got lost.
Yeah. Yeah. So I would take off.
Okay, you got it. Cool. You take off run. Okay, cool. Sweet. We're gonna cut from you, Jamie. How we doing?
Dumbat
Yep.
1 2.
There we go. Hello,
you can hear
hello.
me? Oh, sick.
Yes, I can. Okay, cool. So moving over to Milo. So Milo, you are in werewolf form, scaling the school itself. I'd like you to give me an athletics check starting out, and then also just tell me Milo's intention in this moment.
Actually, as Milo was stepping out of the window, he transitioned back into half
That's right.
Milo to walk.
Cool.
As he walked up the side of the building. Milo's intention is to honestly get away from this figure and find a way to be as unassuming as possible. That's kind of where his mind's going.
Okay, cool. So you're on your way, like, assuming you're going like up top, you're kind of on your way to passing by, because I think you guys are like, there's multiple sort of like floors that are up here, so you could be going to like basically the top floor area of the school. You're kind of like nearing to getting to the roof right now. So where would you be headed for, we'll say?
I think Milo's probably headed to the roof.
Okay.
I think so. We're on a turret, so it would just be like a cone shaped roof anyway, right?
Well, yeah, except there's also like hallway that kind of like extends out, so there'll be like ramparts is not the right word, but like there's there's like that kind of like connection sort of part to it as well.
Okay. So if that's the case, Milo is going to step out, transition, and hopefully find a window like on the other side of the hallway that he exited from. So like if he walked to a window and left and went right out the window, he's going to kind of come back down the hallway a little bit on the left side and just start sprinting away like he's running away from a werewolf.
Okay, you got it. So you want to kind of come back in on the same level that you left on, but just in a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead and give me I'll say give me I'm going to say a straight stealth check as you're kind of trying to clamber back in. Actually, I'll give you a perception check first.
D&D Beyond. Perception is going to be 18.
18. Okay, cool. And I'll say actually, let's go ahead and get that stealth straight first. This is the idea of you being outside and running along the wall, seeing if anybody like in the like inner courtyard is seeing you, things like that.
21.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're good. So as you're running across, you're able to kind of like duck, or kind of like full like gargoyle like get to like one of the like sort of like ballast sort of areas that you're there, and then you shift into Milo, and then start to run back down to where you were. With an 18, you do find an empty classroom, and you just are able to kind of like duck in into that classroom. There's yeah, there's no one there, and you're able to kind of like run out the door as Milo. As you're doing so, you're kind of like running in the opposite direction. There's still like kind of like yells that are coming down from the hallway. I'm going to roll a very specific perception check. Cool. So we'll say now that you are kind of within the crowd, you don't. Do you have a school robe? Because I know there's a couple that were like a couple that were made. So if one of you guys happen to snag them.
Milo worked on them, so I feel like he would have grabbed one and put it in his bag or put it somewhere he with him, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense to me. Cool. So I think you like throwing that on. Yeah, give me a stealth check with advantage. So this is now in the classroom to make sure we get that. Yeah.
That was a 22 followed by a 23.
Okay. Sweet.
Also, Lorian, that's your die that's doing that, so it's not all of them.
Nice. Sweet. Cool. So with the 23, you're able to. So now at this point, you're able to kind of like hide amongst the students. You're small. Like there's the halfling sort of thing of like, as long as no one's really paying close attention to you, that you're wearing the cloak. You're pretty dang stealthy here. So now at this point, you guys do have the like you have the coins. You guys kind of like talk to each other, but is there a point where you're trying to kind of like pick up where the others are? What's your intention now?
Yeah, I think so. Last session, Milo used the coin to say, started the distraction.
Oh yeah,
Hope it helps, or something like that.
right.
And yeah, I think he's gonna. This is kind of like an open channel thing, right? Like everybody hears it.
Hmm.
Everybody with the coin, yeah. So
Yes.
he's gonna. Milo's gonna hold the coin up and distraction over in stealth mode. Where's everybody?
Beautiful.
And then he's gonna keep following. He's gonna kind of keep following the crowd and like, yeah, he's gonna keep his hood up, keep following the crowd, and like probably act up, like being a little bit clumsy and like tripping over his feet or something, so he's not like, being weirdly like graceful or accidentally walking on walls or something.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah. I'll say, Milo, go ahead and roll me a perception check. The rest of you guys can respond to the message as you all hear it.
Eldryn will tell Milo exactly where they are, and then basically just tell Milo, meet us up here. We'll wait.
Cool.
Seren's just
The
gonna
19.
respond.
Okay.
Seren's just gonna say, in the dungeons with Frederick, should I stay down here? Any updates on Volmos?
Nothing yet.
To that, Seren, you hear, ooh.
No, nothing yet on Volmos. I don't sense him yet, and I would reach out to him, but I'm afraid of what will happen. So slow goings.
I chime in, still as Lionel, because I got to commit to the bit. I do instead of I go. Harry Beast, do you copy? Harry Beast, is what your 20 over?
He can't talk, Lionel.
Who is this?
You know who this is.
I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. Where are all of you? I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. I'm up where like all the sorcerers and wizards do their shit.
I think you're a floor above me.
Sweet. Are you coming up here? Or am I going down there?
I think Joe. I'm going where he is, right? Because that's the area that
I
Alistair
don't
put
know,
me
because
in. Or
my understanding was, Mike, your goal was different from what Eldrin's goal was. Or sorry,
A
Gwar
little.
was different than what Eldrin's goal was.
That's true, but also theirs is the main one. So mine was more kind of like a. I just wanted to see if I could find any. If not, the main goal is Volmos because Volmos is also proof. So.
Right. But as of right
So
now, nothing's changed. So
that's true.
that's
So
I guess that's why I'm at yeah.
then I would say I'm holding my invisible thing, my button, like holding it like as I talk to you. Head to where you need to go. I'm gonna try to find some proof up here, and I'll rendezvous with you post haste.
okay,
Over and out.
we
I
all
love you.
need to.
Do we need more distraction?
No, I don't think we need more distraction. Although I think I did a very good job at convincing the students that I am not one of the other Tritons that goes to school here. In hindsight, I think that might have not been the best choice. Although Nora thinks that I did very well. Um, and Bert can't talk right now, so I'm not sure how he feels. It would have been nice if I had packed any of those uniforms. Oh well. So yeah, if Milo, I say Milo, and then and then I mean, whatever we're calling you. If you want to come up here, we can investigate things together.
Facts en route.
I the DM have no idea what Milo was saying.
You said Dax and route or something like that.
Oh, no, he said.
You're cutting in and out, man. What'd you say?
Oh, this is so lame. Narthax en route.
Ah, there we
Gotcha.
go. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Well, so we'll say so Milo is going to be trying to get to Eldrin. Gwar, you're continuing up on the second floor to kind of like scope stuff out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I guess Eldryn and Wilbur, you guys are probably just sitting tight waiting for Milo to pop up.
Yeah.
Seren, what is your goal? At this point, like everybody's kind of just like off doing their own thing. Do you guys want to be meeting up? Well, I'll put it simply. What does Seren want to do right now?
Since Seren heard that there's not really an update, I think she'll probably start trying to explore the tunnels a bit, and see where Huxley is, if he's down here or wherever.
You got it. Cool. All right, sweet. So then with that, we are going to be switching over to Seren. Seren, as you are exploring did I want that one? Yeah, we did that one. As you are kind of like standing there, Frederick is kind of like patiently waiting, sort of, somewhat maybe impatiently waiting. As we'll say, we'll kind of take it right from where you're hearing all this from the coin.
Well, no update on what my friends are all doing. Do you think we can avoid this automaton and maybe explore a little further?
Yeah, I mean, usually I feel like I kind of like hear them coming. So, yeah, Well, I should probably do that. Ladies first.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And then she is gonna talk into her coin as she's walking. Huxley, you down in the tunnels?
You hear a response back. Almost. Ask me again in ask me again in like 2 minutes. Or I could just tell you. Just hold on.
Okay. She's just gonna keep walking.
You got it. Cool. Seren, I need a luck roll first.
Specifically, she has her glasses on now. Ooh,
Got it.
17.
17. Nice. Cool. All right. Well, for you, I will switch over to this screen. Seren, you are walking with Frederick. You can see down this hallway there are what looks to be a door to your right, and then further on a door to your left, and then later on there's a further out the path you can see that there's another door to the left, and then a large sort of opening that you probably remember before as being like kind of like having to moving out towards towards Professor Thorne's classroom. At least that's where it started, and then it kind of like shifted off into invisible walls. Where'd you like to go?
She is... I think she's gonna go towards where Professor Thorne's was, so to see what those invisible walls look like to her now.
You got it. Cool. Awesome. As you move forward, I would like a stealth check and another luck roll, please.
While she's down here, could she, as she's moving to that space, can she cast Pass Without Trace for her and Frederick?
You certainly can.
Awesome. So now they both have a plus 10. That is a 35.
Nice. Now I need a luck roll as well.
Oh. 18.
Okay, nice. Good job so far. Sweet. So as you pass further on through through the hallway, you see the large opening that comes up, and you, as you're looking down, you actually notice that there is, let's say, kind of like following that same sort of pathway. You weren't exactly sure where this wall was, but you're definitely sure now. Why is my screen? I'm going to flip back just for now because I need to fix that. You now basically kind of see a sort of ethereal wall. You can see that there's a wall that continues to go there, but you can actually see past it as well. Almost like a kind of like a smoky sort of presence of a somewhat like almost like a ghostly image of a wall.
She's gonna take the glasses off and hold them out to Frederick and say, "Here, try these on and look over there."
Okay. Puts them on. Puts them on and then notices how that works. Whoa. That's super fucking cool. Looks over in your directions. I'm sorry. Takes them off and gives them back to you.
You said there's like a wall that she sees through the wall?
No, you can just tell you can tell the invisible walls. Like basically, they're
Okay.
like there's like a ghostly outline of the wall.
To just like walk through one of them
Certainly can.
until she finds like a doorway or something.
Yeah. So as you walk through, you're in an interesting sort of area here. With your dark vision, Seren, you still have a hard time seeing things because there's the like you're seeing them in kind of like dim light. You notice that there are a lot of odd things here. It's not really a separation to another hallway as much as it is a room that has several invisible sort of like walls to it. But here you can see kind of like faint, shadowy sort of outlines of broken chairs, like busted up sort of like furniture. You notice that there is a large chest that is sitting up on top of up on top of like a makeshift sort of like bureau. And then you notice that there is a sconce that is on this wall with that is not lit.
She's gonna go light the sconce.
Okay.
With her produce flame.
You got it. Okay. As you light the sconce, you see it lights up a like a ghostly blue, and you notice that two things happen. The chest in this room, you hear a click from the lock on the chest, and then you also feel like you see some other sort of like light that is on the opposite side of the room that is kind of like almost like blurring your vision, as it's like a green that is cutting through the gray light as you look on as you're like looking around. I think that the first thing you notice is Frederick's face as he is staring kind of like behind you. Goes, I don't think we need to go. We need to go now. We need Seren. And as you turn around, you see this this figure off in the corner that you did not see. That is now extending out, arms pushing off from the ground as it is getting up. And we will come back to you. Cool. We will come back to Eldryn and Wilbur. We'll say Milo, you just are able to kind of like show up here. Now at this point, you guys are. I feel like so like Eldryn, in the idea of trying to make yourself seem like you and Wilbur to seem like out of the way. What are you doing to do that?
I'm just doing what like that normal like that shy emo like high school kid would do, like, you know, stick to the walls while they're walking
Okay.
with their head down and putting I kind of wanted Wilbur to be on the other side of me with like the wall and me, so that he wasn't just prominently like there's a wombat walking around, so at
Right.
least he's a little obscured, so if anyone saw him real quick they could be like, okay, I don't know what that is.
Right. So you're more staying in place up against the wall and just trying to kind of hide Wilbur.
Yeah, waiting
Got it.
for Milo.
You got it. Okay, cool. Awesome. Sweet. Wilbur, roll me a perception check.
14.
14. With a 14, you notice a figure walk by, black hood up. You see as they walk, they seem to kind of carry themselves differently than the other students. You notice like there's a certain level of like almost like an animalistic sort of quality to their walk, because they're kind of like almost like moving side to side. You notice that there's like a tail that seems to be moving back, and then you see that black furry face, black ears. You see they're carrying something in their hand, and they're walking in your direction.
Hmm. I don't think I'm gonna make any effort to like not make eye contact with it.
To not break eye contact with it?
Yeah, like I'm not gonna purposely like look away.
Okay. You got it. So to be clear, you see a black tabaxi walking towards you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
You got it. Sweet. As you see them walking in your direction, you can't really like see like the eyes, like it's far enough away that you're not really seeing like the eyes are necessarily locking onto yours, but you're locking onto its eyes. You see it come walking up, and then kind of like turns from its direction of like walking by to actually kind of like turn slightly towards Eldryn and Noros and yourself. As you see it, as you see the figure kind of like stop. I'd like you to give me actually, I'll say a nature check.
Okay. 23.
Okay, cool. I'll keep that in mind. Eldryn, you also see this figure walking up. There's a moment where I think I'll say also give me a nature check, actually.
9.
Cool. You see a black tabaxi that looks oddly familiar walking up to you.
All right. Eldryn will wait till they walk up to her. She's not going to say hi for no reason. So.
Okay. You got it. There's an insinuation here of like, as a player, I know you kind of get an idea of what might be going on, but as a 9, that's what you think Eldryn's doing with a 9?
She doesn't want to make a scene, even if it is a tabaxi that she recognizes.
Okay. You got it. Fair enough. I like it. Cool. So say, as you see the figure, is there anything else you're doing? Like, are you like gripping for like a weapon, like anything like that?
I think maybe I grip Norris's hand, but I don't go for a weapon.
Okay. You got it. You see the figure kind of like walks up to you. Can I pet your cat? Wilbur, you noticed like about as soon as they came within smelling distance, this is definitely not who you think it is.
He doesn't really like being pet. Sadly.
Oh.
It's a point of contention in my relationship with him.
Wilbur's going to take this moment to do his best fake sneeze so that this thing thinks Wilbur is sick.
Okay. Roll me a performance check, Wilbur.
Oh boy. Oh, that's right. My performance isn't very good. Okay, that wasn't bad. 15.
That's pretty good. They 15. You see Tobias kind of steps. Whoa.
I know. I wish that I could comfort him in his illness, but like I said, he doesn't like to be touched or pet. It's a very hard life being a ranger with him.
All right. You just see him walk off. That's it.
I love that she just like had to throw in being a ranger.
Yeah.
Being a ranger. Yeah.
Ranger.
Noros kind of like feels your yes, that's what I wanted. I don't know what Noros's nature check is, but I rolled an 18. So Eldrin, as you were squeezing his hand, are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Honestly, I did what I chastised that student for doing. Not all tabaxis are the same. He just looked familiar.
Oh, yeah, you thought that was Milo. You show up in this moment.
I mean,
Uh,
he looked a little
yeah,
like Lahad,
did
right?
Milo pass the tabaxi on his way over here?
Yeah, you would have, yeah.
How can I roll like a perception to see how much Milo would have clocked? Because he's met one other tabaxi to this point, other
Right.
than Lahad.
What are you trying to perceive? Like
Uh,
whether this is Lahad?
I'm trying to see if Milo, yeah, if Milo's gonna think this is Lahad or if he
Yeah.
just
I
thinks
would
it's another tabaxi.
I would say this is either investigation or nature check. I think for Eldrin and Wilbur, it just made sense that it was definitely a nature check. I think for you, it could be either one.
They're both zeros. For a 9.
Cool.
I used a different die.
You got it. Do you think you're basing this on the nature sort of aspect or investigation again? So there's like a different sort of feel to that. So it kind of gives you a different answer.
Yeah, I think if Milo sees yeah, I think if Milo sees a tabaxi, I think sees a black tabaxi that he in his mind looks somewhat similar to Lahad. I think it would probably be investigation to like,
Cool.
wait, that's not who I think it is.
You got it. Yeah, 9 is. I think the 10 is a DC here. A lot of black cats kind of look alike. Yeah, you think this is Lahad that is walking by?
Okay. Yeah, I think Milo's gonna like turn extra, like try to be extra stealthy and like really hide behind
A
some
deep
kid.
hood.
Yeah, and maybe bounce a ball of twine, like a ball of string off its head, like to get it to like bounce ahead of it, so so the tabaxi chases it and he runs the other way.
Have you not learned?
So you're throwing a ball of twine down the hallway? Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully like bouncing off of the tabaxi's head.
So you want it to bounce off the head and then go ahead of it?
Yeah, like glance the head and then bounce ahead. Yeah,
Gotcha.
bounce
Okay.
in front of it.
You got it. Cool. I'll say, give me, give me a, I'll say sleight of hand check for the ball, and then stealth check to make it look like you didn't throw it.
This poor tabaxi probably gets made fun of, and this is a prejudice that happens to him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing a shirt that says "dumb bat" right now. Can you?
I mean,
That's fair.
You know,
everybody has a blind spot.
Mm-hmm. Look, he's on 4 legs. He's dumb.
The sleight of hand was a 13.
Okay.
And stealth is a 19.
Okay, great. Yeah, you're good. It works exactly how you want to as it skims the top of your head. You see him kind of like look back and go, who threw that? That's fucked up. Oh, I don't have that color.
As Milo's walking
Upon hearing the voice, Milo knows it's not loud.
Yeah, for sure.
And feels a little bit bad for fully profiling.
I think if it was a nat 1, you would still probably think it's Lahad, just trying to pretend to be someone else, maybe. But yeah,
yeah. As he walks up, he hears Eldrin say, "I thought that was Lahad."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm saying
he's gonna be, Go for it.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then I'm saying as you're walking, I'm saying to Norris, I'm like, it just scared me for just a split second. Lots of memories I don't want to think about.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Milo, you walk
Definitely
up?
not Lahad. Maybe yeah, definitely not Lahad.
hmm
Just confirmed. So what are y'all up to? What are we
Well,
doing?
we're trying to um, we're trying to just make our way through these halls, but realizing it probably isn't the best idea to do so without disguises, because these disguises are supposed to be
Hmm,
people who are downstairs in that room. So, although
yeah.
you're wearing what you're wearing, so maybe you could just be our student guide.
I think he's frozen.
Oh no.
No.
Jamie, get your computer. We'll pause you guys there for a moment and see if Jamie comes back. Oh man, are you guys hear what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yes. That was an alien.
That's actually Jamie's true form.
That's Jamie. All right, let me get back and
Those
duck
are all
Jamie
the
out for
thoughts
a
in
minute.
Wilbur's head right now.
Uh,
That's amazing.
that was great. Cool. So we'll come back to Gwar. So Gwar, you are hearing. Oh man. You are hearing. Lionel. Where are you? As I rolled a 2, so I think Felix just kind of like ducks into a classroom to look for you, and that's like kind of like your chance. You fully lose him.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would say like directionally, this hallway kind of just goes south. So like kind of like following along. I'll say go ahead and give me let's say an investigation check. This is kind of more of just like a general sort of like vibe of like what are you able to find anything that's interesting or perceivably odd?
Yep. That is a 12.
12. Okay, cool. With a 12, moving through the hallway, you notice that there is a couple of the classes that kind of they're letting out, so it is a little bit difficult to kind of like glean anything that is new or different, sort of like faculty offices, things like that. Nothing seems to kind of come up in your viewpoint as of yet. However, what you do run into is a human male figure. Let me pull up his his picture.
A
Here.
human male figure.
Human male figure. I did not. I'm not to break immersion here for a minute, but full on. It kind of looks like Orlando Bloom, and that's not what I put in the prompt at all. So picture Orlando Bloom as I'm getting the picture ready. Full adult male, looks to be like wearing some sort of like you get the idea that he's probably a teacher. Comes walking up and goes, "Hi, are you?" Because actually, sorry, would he even stop you? Because you're not wearing school robes, correct?
I mean, I don't think so. I'm just a prospective student, so
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that would be enough to kind of stop.
That'd be
Whoa.
presumptuous.
yeah.
Hi. Hi. What?
Hello.
Where are you going there, mate?
I'm not quite sure, actually. I seem to have lost my tour guide. He took off without me. I think he went to the courtyard to talk about us, to show me how everybody thought of him or something. I don't know. And then I turned around and he was gone.
Okay. Yeah. What's his name?
Uh, uh, Phoenix? I think it was Phoenix.
Phoenix?
Phoenix.
Okay, so you
No,
think that there's a
Felix. I'm sorry.
Felix? Yep. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well. Oh yeah. That. Fucking.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right. Okay. Well. Sorry that happened.
Oh, it's all right, sir.
Unfortunately,
What class were you teaching?
I'm history. History of magic. My name's Professor Cartwright.
Oh, hello, Professor Cartwright.
Hello.
Lionel.
Lionel.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Well, we're so far from Doris right now. Lionel, do you know the direction on how to get back?
I believe so. Just down the stairs, and then I just find Doris.
We gotta go. No. You know what? My class is out. What are you coming to school for?
Well, I was trying to see if I should be a wizard. I'm really good at this mending spell, and I just thought that it would be really good. I come from a family of rangers, you see, and I just felt like I had the gift. So I just wanted to see if this would be a good place for me.
Come from a family of rangers, and you have the gift, but not for ranging. Is that what they call it? Ranging? That's probably
I've
not
heard
right.
it doesn't sound right at all, actually. It seems like something somebody.
Well, you would know, right? Your family.
Yeah, it seems like something that was someone pretending to be a ranger would say.
Right. Well, yeah. I'm just a history professor, so yeah, I wouldn't know. Well, all right. Well, you're kind of close to you're heading out into like sort of so you just passed by where all the wizard classes are. Besides,
yes, all the doors were closed. Is there any chance I could sit in on one of the classes just to see what they do?
Oh yeah. Well, you could sit in on one of my classes, but they're not gonna. I don't get another one for another hour.
Oh, that's all right.
We could see if. I mean, if you want to get to a class that really kind of like gets to like some really like cool stuff, you could probably just I don't know what Professor Kestrel's teaching right now, but he's the demonology professor. Well, specifically, he teaches in planar travels, but multiple dimensions, things like that. But depending on, we could go try to find him and see if you could sit in on one of his classes.
Possibly. I could also see if is there anything dealing in fireballs?
Like evocation magic.
Yes, that's what did you think I meant?
Well, I heard what you said, and I'm trying to make sure that you meant like where you'd be practicing like the physicals. Well,
Yes,
a lot of that is typically like done on like certain like specific classes, like during the weekends or not. But they would normally be up on the third floor where there's more like room to be able to change that. There's that room that like changes into multiple sort of things. That would be probably the best place for that. I don't know if they're having anything right now that has that.
Well, I'd be happy to check and see what they have up there. Whatever is going on.
Yeah, fuck it. Sure.
I don't know if I'm quite ready for interplanetary. That seems overwhelming.
Well, yeah, if you're not ready for that, and then you're asking about fireballs, it's a very dangerous magic as well. You know that, right?
Oh, I'm merely observing, Professor. I just think it's really cool that
that's
people
true.
Can blow shit up. You know, it's pretty neat. I'm not going to do it myself. I just want to watch it happen. Of course, I need proper training.
No, let's go see if there's anything that's going on up there.
Excellent. Excelsior.
takes you up to the third floor. Can I give you some? Can I give you some advice, Lionel?
Of course.
So that saying was out of date when I was in school. So unless it's coming back, maybe it's coming back. I'm not sure, but I would make sure. I'd wait until hear one of the other students say that before. Or you know what? Be a trendsetter. I don't care. It's fine.
I can't believe that's not being used regularly amongst the youths. That's what my family says when something good happens.
Your Ranger family says Excelsior?
When they are triumphant, of course.
Oh, wow. It's typically like a really nerdy wizard thing to say. Like, really nerdy.
Well, that's what... But they realized I wanted to be a wizard, and so they thought that was the right thing to say.
Oh, that makes sense. So they, like, read one of the older books, and... Oh, that's really nice. Your family is, like, kind of accommodating for that. You might want to tell them to, you know... The times have changed. Great.
Course,
well, let's... Yeah, what?
I said, of course.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
All right.
Go
well,
upstairs. That's
let's
great.
head out.
Skibbity toilet.
Jamie's back if you want to put him back on.
Okay. As before we cut, he just sorry, what was that? And we cut from there. Cool. Jimmy, go ahead and give me a test. Can't hear you now. No. You might just have to come back in with just audio, man, at this point. I'm not sure if it's just an overall connection thing or what, but let's try that. Okay. Cool. Let's see. I think we kind of have to wait for Milo on that because I'm going to break after that. We'll say Gwar as we'll kind of switch it back to Gwar. So Gwar, as you guys are going up to the third floor, this is at this point is where you notice there is I would say give me an Arcana check.
That's a straight roll for me. Oh, 15.
15, nice. So with a 15, as you are hearing Professor Cartwright kind of trying to explain to you how to handle like the correct lingo stuff. Jamie, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can you hear
Awesome.
me?
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I think. How do I do this? Let me put. I'll just do this maybe, and then we'll do that. Okay. There we go. So I just want to make sure you're heard on stream.
Jamie, you're back on. That's great.
Damn, look at the acting he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes. Perfect. Cool. So we'll say with a 15, we'll cut back. Sorry for the confusion, but we'll cut back to Eldryn, Milo, and Wilbur here in a minute. But with a 15, you notice that there is a corridor that you are passing by as Professor Cartwright is kind of like talking to you about like lingo that would be like the cool kids say nowadays. You pass by a sort of small hallway that seems to have a winding staircase that's leading up, that you get a feeling, you immediately kind of connect with a feeling that you should not go that way. Something that is actually like almost like pushing you away. I think like with your charisma sort of thing, you feel that presence as like a magical presence telling you, do not go this direction.
Okay.
And I'll leave that with you there. Yeah. So Milo, Wilbur, and Eldryn, you guys come up, and yeah. So as you guys are all together, yeah. What do you guys want to do?
So yeah, I asked about Milo. I said, well, I mean, you can pretend to be like our I don't know, our tour guide or our escort, I suppose, in your robe.
Uh, yeah, Milo's gonna jump up at that and like I'm your security detail
Um, I guess so. I mean, just if there's any
because like
questions, you can just be like, "I go to school here. Like, everything's fine." Something like that.
yeah.
Okay. All right.
As you're saying that Milo like gears actively turning. Milo's like, yeah, I think that'll work. Um,
Okay.
and
Uh,
he snaps to arms wide and says, "All right, everybody, make room. We have a VIP
No.
guest to our school." As he leads you down the hall.
Beautiful. So that definitely happens. However, Milo, I do want you to give me uh, a nature check. I think I'll give you advantage because it's about yourself.
That's 13.
Okay, cool. With a 13, it's your everybody make way. And you see now there are all eyes on you all. You see. You see, there's a couple of questioning looks as they listen to you. They make their way. They like move out of your way.
Eldrin's
And
so mad.
yeah, uh,
Uh,
but they are all looking at you. Milo, you notice that there's a
yeah.
lot of like laughs and smirks and points, and not pointing so much, but like maybe like laughs and smirks in your specific direction.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. Fuck these kids.
Yeah.
Milo, as he sees like the sea begin to part, he's like, "All right, folks, let's go. Let's go. We're going to safety." As he in an
Oh.
arbitrary direction, whatever direction people part in.
Okay. Wait. You hear one of the kids. Wait. Safety. What's going on?
Didn't you hear? There's a werewolf.
What? You see
Yeah.
a couple of students like kind of like hit each other in the shoulder and like or bump each other and like start to kind of like run off to like kind of like the main sort of hall area to try to figure out what's going on. Um, uh, it's yeah, cool.
That's
I like
not
it.
what I had in mind,
You guys have plenty of room to move.
Milo.
No issues at
Okay.
all.
So, well, I mean, I'll start following behind Milo, and like I said, I know it's boring, but Eldrin's just walking around until something pings or something
Yep.
changes. If they do start getting more looks, because Milo did just make things a lot more conspicuous, is that the word?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Eldrin is going to take out her coin and say, "Hey, Seren, that Triton that Frederick spoke of, was her name Melisande?"
I'll say in this moment you hear no response.
Okay. She must be in the middle of something.
We'll we'll handle that after the break. But yeah, so say in this, I'll say for about a solid minute, you don't hear a response.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then so Eldrin just
Actually,
assumes that.
I would say honestly, technically, Saren, if you want to say like a little busy right now, you certainly could.
I think you just hear, assuming they're gonna start running, you just hear Seren out of breath go, "I woke something up. Uh-oh."
What?
You okay? Cool. You hear another voice that you recognize as Huxley go, "I'm on it." So you hear that, Eldrin.
All right. Well, I guess let's just keep going. Well, maybe if we meet those, if we meet Melisande or something, or if we can, or if someone mistakes her for me again, maybe I can just pretend I'm that sister that guy thought, because I bet she could help us with uniforms to blend in more. I didn't even think about that, about bringing them. Sorry, Milo. I know you worked really hard on them.
It's cool. I got mine. I don't think I saw the werewolf down that way.
Milo,
I think the werewolf's
Milo.
clear down that way.
Eldryn puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Did you forget that you have wanted posters all around this town?"
I'll say at this point, Noros also chimes in with, and your beard is way too big for people to think you're a student.
You were going to say kid, weren't you, Norris? You were going to say
I was going to say
This
kid.
is not children.
Everybody's saying kids.
They're not children.
At that, Milo like gathers up his beard in his hand and like tucks it into his cloak.
Beautiful.
Okay. Well, I feel let's just keep walking towards where Alistair told me to go and see if that does anything.
In this moment, you see oh shoot! I don't think any of you guys would recognize who this is. You see a very cold-looking woman kind of like rounds the corners. There you are. I was hearing there was some very odd individuals here. I need you to come with me at once.
Why? And you are?
Are you going away from the werewolf?
My name is I am Magistrathana, and I will give you two options. You can either come with me, or I can alert the authorities.
I don't understand why you would need to alert the authorities. I'm just here looking for my sister, Millicent.
Okay.
And this kind student was helping me, or trying to.
Perhaps it would be best if you went with me. And you see her eyes glow gold for a second.
Eldryn nods and says, "You could have just said something."
Right, this way. And you see her kind of like walk off up the stairs.
I follow.
You got it. Cool. You guys head up the stairs. Gwar, you are looking at this hallway that has nothing but a spiraling staircase on the opposite end. You see Professor Cartwright is continuing to kind of talk. Like in this moment, I think in the scene, like he's still kind of like walking forward, not realizing you're not walking with him. Maybe in this moment, what do you do?
I cast invisibility.
Okay. Then what?
And I go down that hallway.
You got it. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw DC 20.
Okay.
You have advantage, right?
Yes, he does.
Nice.
And I also have a plus 11. That is you said I have advantage as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's a 25.
Nice. With a 25, you feel like words in Gwar's in your own voice is saying like, turn back. Wait, what? I wonder what Brumhilda's doing right now. I feel like I might have possibly left things weird with Faustus. I wonder, man, it might be just better just to go back to Twin Delver. Or like all of these like sort of things of like your own mind trying to convince you like this is not where you need to be. But you're able to recognize that those are not your thoughts. As you push forward, you are invisible and you walk up the stairs. With that, everybody, we're going to take, it's a little bit early, but we're going to take our 10-minute break. So we'll see you guys in 10. Okay. Meanwhile,
We need Wilbur back.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay. We are in a fight scene. Saren, go ahead and roll me initiative, please.
Uh, 22.
That was the fastest 10 minutes ever. Hold on one second. Yes. Go. Okay. And I need to go grab the bad guy. Hold on. Actually, let's say, Sarah, if you'd like to roll me a d20 for Frederick as well.
Okay. 16.
Okay, not bad.
I am gonna keep this dice out. It's my cool
Nice.
rogue dice that I
Ooh.
should have been using this entire time, apparently.
How is it that Seren always ends up in fights without everyone else?
Maybe I won't lose an arm this time.
Not cool, Seren.
Or maybe I'll lose both of them. We'll see.
We'll see.
In her defense, she spent a long time being a badass without all of us.
That's right. A lifetime, some would
Yeah.
say. Beautiful. Cool. All right, so let me mark this down. So I believe I'll roll for... Ooh. Okay. You rolled a 22 in initiative?
17, 22, yeah.
22. Okay, cool. All right.
And 16 for Frederick.
Okay.
You better not get that young boy killed, and by young boy I mean young man.
That poor young boy. That he's just a little baby. Saren, you are going first as you see this one of the custodial robots that seem to have been kind of sitting offline here. All of a sudden, kind of comes online as soon as you light that torch, and leaps up to his feet. It is your turn.
What can I do? Saren is going to send her hummingbird dart off towards where its eyes would be. Not that she
Okay.
knows if it can actually see out of them or not.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like heading it off towards its face. That'll be her first thing. And that is a 15, 22 to hit.
22 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
I remember how to do this. 11.
11. You notice as what type of damage?
I believe piercing.
Piercing. As you see the automaton taking the damage from the hummingbird, you notice it does not seem to be doing as much. It seems to be resistant to this type of damage.
Cool.
Cool. Seems to take it. No problem. Totally fine. That is your action.
And for her bonus action, she is going to dash and run while yelling, "Frederick, run!" and trying to kind of go back in the direction she came if she can figure out where that is with all the weird invisible walls.
You got it. Telling Frederick to run.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and make your movement. So if you're trying to go back the way you came, that'll be this way. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is going to get you to the other side of the door here. You do have a bonus action, which you can use to dash if you'd like.
Yeah, my movement's 35.
Okay, great.
So I think it's 5
Are you
more,
wanting to dash?
Yeah, I'm going to dash as well.
You got it. So you're wanting to go back to like the first floor?
I'm assuming I can't get like all the way out, right?
Yeah, I would say like I guess the question is, what is your intention? Your intention to get back to where all the other students are, or would be, or are you trying to get far enough away where you'd be able to like try to hide? Like,
yeah, I'd say more far enough away. She's hoping that like maybe Huxley is coming from the same direction that her and Frederick did. So she's hoping to like run into him and have him fix the situation. And if not, like duck in the closet that the automaton came from or something like that.
You got it. Okay. Yeah, I would say like if to be clear, if he were to come in the way like where you were coming in, it would mean that he would have come in from the first floor, which is unlikely given the idea of like where he currently or he was at when he last told you. So he would probably be coming in another direction, just to clarify.
Okay.
Okay. So cool. So 35, but if you're going in that direction, so we'll say we'll kind of come back to where you came. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 35 gets you right there. Cool. It is the automaton's turn. So the automaton is going to spend its bonus action as it's from Frederick's point of view. You see it kind of extend to its full height. Its eyes go red for a second and then go back to green. And as that happens, Sarah, I need you to give me a perception check.
Okay. Is a 26.
26. Cool. The closet that you were heading to, you start to hear some sounds of crates moving, and that tries to get the idea that the automaton is actually in that closet, just not where it was. So there is another one. So just to clarify, and actually it's its turn, so it's alerting the other one, which I would say is at least going to be able to allow it to have a movement. Towards you. It's dark. Interesting. Should be able to see it now, sort of. Light like right here. Actually, there we go. Little spotlight. Cool. So where there's one, there's now two. The automaton is going to now make its action and movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Me taking 2 swipes at Frederick.
Oh
no. 1 hits, 1 misses. Go ahead and roll me a d20 for Frederick's con save.
12.
Okay. Give me 1 1 second. He's going to take 15 points of damage. Use this one. And then, oh, come on, man. 15. What was the roll that you made for his con save?
12.
12.
Does he get a plus anything to that?
He does. I'm trying to
good.
calculate it now.
That's good.
He gets a +1, which is not enough. So Frederick takes 15 points of damage and is stunned for a turn.
Shoot.
So that is the end of the automaton's turn, which would be then Frederick's turn. Frederick is able to roll again at the end of his turn to get out of that stun. That is another con save. So go ahead and roll me that D20.
17.
17. Cool. Awesome. The end of his turn, he is out of it. Sweet. All right. It is now back to... I'm going to roll something here. Okay, cool. It is now back to Seren's turn.
I'm assuming Seren could hear something happening.
Yeah, you see
Like,
the figure
he-
has the automaton is actually pushed out from the door, so it's now in the hallway. So if you can see, like, it's right there.
I meant with Frederick. Like, could she hear?
Oh yeah, I think you hear like a
him
heavy
being
slam,
hit?
like oh shit,
Okay.
and then it cuts out short. Yeah.
Can she get back if she dashes to
I think so.
be able to hit the automaton with her scimitar?
Yeah, bonus action dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yep.
Cool. So she's swiping at that with her scimitar.
I'll actually say because he is not incapacitated at the end of his turn, we can just put you in flanking.
Perfect.
So you get advantage.
Yay. That was a 27.
That'll hit.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, I haven't done sneak attack or whatever for how long? So that's 2d4. Gosh. So that's sneak attack, right?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. You have advantage.
Cool. Don't mind me while I do a shit ton of math.
All good.
8, 9, 10, 16, 5, 29.
29 points of damage.
Yep, and that's
Cool.
slashing damage.
Slashing damage. Same thing. You notice it is not doing as much damage as you would like it to, as it seems to be resistant to that as well.
Cool. Is she able to contact Huxley at all, or would that be an action?
I'll give you a free
Because
action.
it's a coin. Okay, she'll just quickly say into the coin, fucked up and alerted the automatons through one of the invisible walls. another one in the maintenance closet help if you can.
Got it. I'll just put these guys here just in case. Okay. Cool. All right. No responses of yet. All right. You said 29 points of damage, so halved would be 14. Okay. All right. It is now the automaton's turn. Okay. The other one is going to be making an attack, one at Frederick, one at you. First one's at you. Okay, first one's at you is a nat 20.
Great.
So go ahead and give me that con save. Oh, and that was a really good roll on the other one too.
17.
17 makes the save. Good job. Fred is already at minus 15. Oh, Frederick is going to go down. Okay. But let's handle you first. So that is 4. 10. That is 40 points of bludgeoning damage on that nat 20.
I can use my something for that.
Uncanny dodge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget where it's at in here.
Yep, it's a reaction, so you haven't spent. So, yeah, so you can uncanny dodge as a reaction, take half the damage.
So that's 20 then?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, if you can either speak up or make sure that microphone's close to you. I could hear you. It just sounds really far away. Okay, cool. And then the other one definitely hits on Frederick. That's 5, 8, 13. Just to make sure, because I'm pretty sure Uncanny Dodge is like a level 7 thing. Yep, Frederick is down. Has not been able to do anything this turn. So he is officially unconscious. It would be his turn next, but it is not, as we're going to do one more round before we cut to the rest of you guys. So now we are back to the top of the round. Seren, you are up. Damn.
I guess she'll just hit with her scimitar again.
Okay. So just to clarify, I just want to make sure you understand so you don't feel like you're forced into what you're doing right now. So you know Frederick is down. Everything you've sent against these guys have resistance. Is this, and there's another one that you can hear is coming into the room.
Which I don't believe I'd be able to get past.
I mean, you have bonus actions to be able to do those things. Disengage, you got psi stuff. You can always ask questions too. So
yeah, if I ghost walk through a creature, do they not get an opportunity attack? Because it says I can move through them as if it's difficult terrain, but it doesn't mention.
Yeah, I think the difference is so like moving through them is fine, but you would get an opportunity attack when you move away from them. So you would have to disengage to do so. Now, as a rogue, you can disengage as a bonus action through cunning action.
But Ghost Walk is a bonus action.
Right. So I think
Well, I guess
the question.
I could
Go
disengage
ahead.
as an action then, right?
You can also disengage
Still?
as an action. Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she's gonna Ghost Walk and just phase through this motherfucker as disengage and phase through like the wall. I guess she could go like to the side of the one that's coming in, so she hopefully doesn't get in its way.
To the side of the one that's coming in. I'm not
Like
following
to
where
the
you're wanting to
like
go.
not through the doorway, like through the. Well, no.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you mean. Tell me, are you going so from the camera that you see? Are you going
Mhm.
right? Are you going, or are you
Right.
going? Yeah. Okay. So you still want to go right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Into the hallway, but not through the doorway.
Are you going to leave Frederick?
She doesn't
So you're
have
wanting to go
a
this
choice.
way
Yes.
and then go that way. Got it. You
Yeah.
got it. Okay. So action disengage, bonus action moving through 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 is going to get you there. So that's your action. So I would say it would make more sense to just not use the ghost walk at all, because when you're disengaging from everything. So that way you're able to use your action to dash. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I did not know that. I thought I could only disengage from who I was.
Yeah, disengage means you're disengaging from the situation on there. You don't re-engage with
Okay.
someone else.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just dash.
Okay, you got it.
That the hallway that's like is that a hallway to the right where like the little like rock ledges are?
So there's a hallway like everywhere from this room. So like even if you were to go north, that's a hallway. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Can I go east? Then?
Yes. Yeah. So you want to go the way you
Right.
came in, is what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. You got it. So disengage 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then you're going to action dash 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I forgot about the 35 before. So that gets you there.
Is that east or north?
You want to keep going east? So
yeah,
like
that was my
this
question.
way?
Is that an actual hallway?
Yes, that is an actual hallway.
Yeah. She's
so
gonna
that's not the
take
way
a
you
different
came,
direction.
just to clarify. You got it. Cool. All right.
Because you said Huxley was probably coming from somewhere else.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so you're, sorry, 35. So you're there now. Okay, cool. I believe that's your whole turn. That's movement. Yep. Bonus action, disengage, action, and go. Okay, you got it. All right. Tomaton's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30 is as far as it can go. This situation is going to stay where it is. Okay, cool. We will cut from there. So to the rest of you guys, as you are all kind of going up a level, so you're now in the on the second floor. You are not as far off from where Gwar is, but as you were coming up, you see an automaton seem to kind of come online. So we're gonna kind of go to you guys. I need you guys to also roll initiative.
Wait, so an automaton's coming online inside the school hallways?
Correct.
Okay.
Correction, inside several school hallways.
Mm-hmm.
Totally normal. Totally cool. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. While there are students milling around. Stupid
Well,
Grinchally.
they're custodial robots. That's what they're
Oh, all
designed to
right.
clean up stuff.
All right.
I mean, that's what they want you to think.
Exactly. Okay.
I would always say, follow the money.
I would say, Mike. Yeah, you're here. Okay, cool. Go ahead and you can also be a part of that initiative roll as well.
Yeah, I got a 14.
Okay. All right. So we'll do it. We'll do it this way. I'll just call it out. So Gwar 14. Yeah, Milo, what'd you get?
9.
9. Wilbur, what'd you get?
5.
5.
Yep.
And then Eldryn and Noros.
Eldrin got a 15. Noros got a 6.
Okay. Cool. So the automaton is following the same initiative because they're all linked together.
What about Brimhilda? Because she brought us up here, right?
Yes, good call. Brimhilda rolled a hot 4.
I'm going to roll an investigation check to see if I think Broomhilda killed this woman to take her face.
What did Noros get?
A 6.
6. Okay. Cool. All right. So you see the automaton. I'll say because he had to make some movement to kind of come out of the classroom. So as you guys come up to this hallway, you see it move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It seems to be moving past you guys. I'll even take a look at this. You guys get the idea that there's a wall there.
If it's moving past us, well, I mean, we're not going to engage. At least Eldrin's not going to engage in combat.
You got. I mean, yeah, it's up to you. It does seem like it's like something's up, something's wrong. So.
No.
You guys certainly don't have to.
Is it like carrying a broom, or does it say like Custodibot 4000?
It is not carrying.
Or is it just like randomly?
It's not carrying a broom. You do see there is a broom attached to its back, like a weapon.
I will use my coin though, and basically say, Huxley, it seems that the automatons are awake, and Seren seems like she's in a little bit of a problem. Is there anything you can do to help us here?
Cool. You just hear back, working on it.
I'll say back to him, will a Dispel Magic work on the one that's walking by me right now, or is that not worth trying?
It's a lot of talk for a round. I'll say, you say Dispel Magic question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled high enough to give you one response. I think it's like the time that like from that you're not really entirely sure if it could, but it's worth a shot. So that is its turn. Frederick is out, down for the count. Eldryn, you are up. Do you risk it or do you let it go by?
I mean, Seren didn't tell us that it was automatons that were attacking her, right?
Sure. There is also, again, like this is kind of like dungeon rules here, where it's like there are certain things your characters are going to know. There are also things that you guys are going to recognize as players being like, here's the goals.
I know, but if we straight up fight this thing, then we're showing our hand completely, and we haven't
Hmm.
even been here like 20 minutes.
Right.
It's also likely that if we don't fight it, it's going down to fight Seren because they're all linked and they know what they're all doing.
And
Right.
Huxley's apparently working on something.
I mean, I'll try casting Dispel Magic on it. But
Okay.
it's not concentration, so I won't lose my other spell.
You got it.
And I'll cast it at. I'll cast it at. No, I'll just do 3rd level.
Okay. Let's take a look. Excuse me. Okay. Here, I'll roll this for it. All right. I
What's
need
the
you.
spell's level?
So I will say the DC on this because it's a little hokey here. So I'm gonna say the DC on this is 11. You need to beat it 3 times, however.
Okay. And it's an ability
Uh,
check using my spell casting modifier.
Yeah, spellcasting.
Okay.
So it's a good chance.
Well, not with me. So
Well, not with
should I
that
just roll
attitude.
3d20 or?
Yeah. I mean, what's your spellcasting ability? What do you need to roll in the die?
It's a +4, so I just need to roll 7.
Cool. Yeah, so you just need to roll at least above a 7 or above 3 times.
All right, 18,
Good start.
15,
Good.
3.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So the first, like, so I will say, with that, you notice that it seems to kind of like start to, it definitely works. It goes down, and I will say, with that, it will at least lose a turn, I think, because what happens is it kind of like powers down, and then where it's linked is going to be booting it back up.
Okay.
So that's how that's working for that. The more that are together, the more unlikely it is to be able to power them all down.
Okay.
So as there are 3 that are linked right now. But you did make it lose a turn, which is good. So next up is Gwar. Gwar, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That's a dirty 20.
I like it. Cool. Awesome. As you are invisible, you hear Professor Cartwright kind of like looking around for you, but you also hear you can hear they like kind of like of like a robot that has just opened the door. I don't know if you hear commotion from your fellow people, but I'd say you're about 40 feet away. And that's like above the table. You're 40 feet away. I don't know if Gwar knows how far he is, but
I wouldn't say
Gwar, what do you do?
I would say I take down. I would move toward the door. Once I'm like through the doorway, I'll take down my invisibility.
What door?
But I'm in the hallway, right?
You're in the hallway.
Once I get to the end of that hallway and I'm back in the main hallway.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. So it's a short hallway. I'd say about maybe like only like 15 feet before the staircase. So like we could say that
Gotcha.
you're like right at that like 15 feet sort of area.
So I'll once I'm through the doorway, I'll drop the invisibility but maintain my disguised self.
So there's no doorway. I want to just make sure we're on the same page.
Can anybody see me where I am? Can Professor Cartwright see me?
Yeah. I just rolled a nat 20. He can definitely, like, if you drop your invisibility, he's gonna see you drop it.
Okay, then I'm not gonna drop it yet.
Okay.
I'll go behind him.
Okay.
In the middle of all the commotion, I would probably like sneak through and end up behind him, like maybe 10 feet.
Okay, you got it.
And then I would say into my button, Guys, I'm right here with you.
He'd be able to hear you.
Oh, he would?
Because you're whispering into it.
But I'm 10 feet behind him. Isn't there like noise and stuff, or is it just the automaton walking?
I'd say it's a check if you want to
Okay.
risk it.
No. I think that and I'll let's see. So yeah, but I think I definitely want to be behind. So then when I do drop it, I'm behind him. So then whenever I just kind of like pop up, as opposed to him seeing me drop.
Is there a reason why you're dropping invisibility?
So so he doesn't think that he lost me. So I'm still there. So he knows I'm still there. So like he just lost me for a second. Like I got
He doesn't want to
turned
alert
up.
attention to himself.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have a plan.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
You say I have a plan. I'm with you. I'm good.
Okay.
So make sure. Cool. Yeah. So you're trying to go behind him, drop the invisibility to be able to like say like, "Hey, I'm here. Sorry, I went left when you looked right."
Exactly.
Cool. You got it. Go ahead and roll me I'll say a stealth check, but the DC is 11.
9.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. So you're behind him. You drop the invisibility. What do you say?
Oh God, Professor, there you are. I'm so sorry. I was looking for a bathroom, and I'm so embarrassed. I let a fart rip. I'm sorry. I need to find the facilities. Can you point me in the right direction?
That's
I
the
don't.
plan.
Yeah.
I fucking love that. You went invisible because you're like, oh shit, I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed.
Then you couldn't find it, so you dropped the invisibility to be able to tell him, like, to ask for help.
To ask for help.
Roll me a performance check with advantage.
Hell yeah.
If there's ever been a more perfect use of "Let me cook,"
26. 26.
Joe, should we be hearing music?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Just wanted you to know.
Have you not been hearing music this entire session?
No.
Son of a gun. Okay. Stream mix. Okay. I'll work on that as we figure it out. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to figure it out right now. Okay. Imagine music in your head. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So, okay. Right. All right. Yeah. This way. Come on.
Okay.
And then I'll roll a luck check. Yep, it's towards the directions of your friends, if that's where you want it to be, actually. Because I'll say yeah. Okay, cool. Awesome. Sweet. Professor Cartwright. Well, I'll let Alistair be Professor Cartwright. So you were 42 at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. So right there, as you see an automaton power down. So say, I would say all of that is at least your action. And like half your movement as you're moving with them. So if there's anything else you want to do, you certainly could.
I would ask Professor Cartwright, what is that? What is that thing moving? What is that?
Something's wrong. We'll get you to a bathroom first, and I'll figure this out.
Okay. Oh.
God damn. Beautiful. Cool. All right. So that jumps to Milo. You're up.
All right. So we have the automaton. Yeah. Automata going past us.
It's actually powered down right now.
Milo. Oh, it's powered down. Okay.
losing a
Milo
turn.
is going to. Let me see how long this lasts, real quick. Milo is going. Does it have like visual sensors? Like, does it have like cameras or eyes that are obvious that are less than 1 square foot?
It has eyes. You're not entirely sure if you're not entirely sure if that's how it
it's
works.
seeing. Okay. Just to play it safe, Milo's going to prestidigitate and make those eyes as dirty as possible in this 6 seconds.
Sorry, can you say
kind of
can you say what
handicap
you're
it
doing
once it-
again? I cut out for a second because I was trying to fix something.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's gonna use he's gonna prestidigitate and make those eyes as dirty as possible.
Okay.
And just to try and blind it and handicap it as before it comes back up.
I thought you were saying you were giving him dirty looks, like from your eyes. You're like, I'm mean mugging him. I was like, what?
I'm just shooting him the stink eye while he can't move.
Just giving him a good old stink eye. I like it. Cool. I'm gonna check. I think it's because
Your idea is like brilliant. Just sitting here like,
were you guys not able to hear the main theme when the session started?
no.
Okay. All right.
There was like a blip where I could hear music during the break, but that was it.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Future reference. Just if you notice that, let me know as soon as possible on that. We have no music this session. I'll figure it out later. Okay.
It's still riveting.
It's still riveting.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think because I did.
I've had so many connection issues. I just didn't register. I was missing
Right.
that.
That makes sense. Why is that doing that? Why is streaming?
But the rest of you should be ashamed.
Seriously.
Hey, I'm reaching critical mass here, man. Give me a break.
I texted him about it.
I was gonna say you're looking pretty swole.
Let's give birth to these turd babies over here.
Ugh.
How about now?
Yeah.
Hey, there we are.
Yeah.
Cool. What a simple fix.
Thanks,
Sorry,
Elsa.
everybody.
It's okay.
Cool. All right. Okay. So Milo, your goal is to blind this thing so that when it wakes up, it is not able to see. Cool.
Yep.
Prestidigitation, just to check on something here. Come on.
Does it take a minute?
Does it take a minute?
Instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Just shit all over it.
Instantaneously soil an object. I mean, up to 1 hour. Yeah.
Your pants.
You're gonna soil. You're gonna cast a spell to throw dirt in its eye. I like it. Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful. Awesome. Okay, great. Anything else on
This
Milo's
is like thickest, like stickiest mud that Milo can conjure.
I love it.
I think he's gonna stay with the group and maybe position himself like in between the rest of the group and the automata.
Okay, so you're gonna try to just get closer to it here.
Yeah, just to kind of absorb anything if it comes up and just starts swinging, or if it
Well, it's it's stopped 5 feet from Eldryn, so.
Okay, yeah, he's not gonna get that close. He'll stand next to Eldryn though.
You got it. Cool. Awesome. All right. It is Norris's turn. Wilbur's on deck.
I mean, it seems like, I don't know if, can Norris hold his turn to see if the, well, I don't don't know actually what to do with him. Can Norris go and investigate this thing and see if there's any any switches or anything that he can break on it?
Cool. You can. There is a faculty member that is like 30 feet away.
Yeah, I guess he won't do anything.
Okay. You got it. All right. Wilbur, you're up.
Wilbur's just going to hold action unless this thing wakes up and directly goes after us.
Okay. So what action are you holding?
Honestly, the only action that I can really hold is a direct, unarmed strike because I have no weapons. And
Eldryn
all
is
of
holding a little
all
bow.
of my spells have a verbal component, so.
I mean, if you need to talk, you can.
Exactly. Like, if I need to, I will. But right now,
right.
I'm not doing it.
Oh,
cool.
no.
To be fair, Twiggy is with you in this, just kind of stuck in your fur. So anything you're doing, Swarmkeeper wise, would carry over.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're holding an unarmed strike in case it becomes violent.
Yes.
I'll say Norris is doing the same thing. He's holding a strike, with his bident.
You got it. Cool.
Actually, no, he's not. He doesn't have his weapon out.
Twiggy is underneath of me with his little fist up.
He's holding it. He's holding an action, an unarmed strike as well, because he doesn't want to take his bident out if he doesn't have to, because that looks very hostile in the hallway of the school.
Cool. All right. Brumhilda has Magister. It's concentration. Dang it.
Oh.
Is this guy self-concentration?
I don't know, because for me it's at will, because it's an evocation.
Well, that doesn't help me.
I know. Mike. I'm sorry. I'm saying I don't know what it is.
It is not concentration.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Sweet. Cool. Magister Thana is going to walk up to you, Milo. As you, what did you do to soil? Did you just you snapped your fingers or something?
Yeah, I think Milo. I guess Lorianne, what would Zaris do as he's casting prestidigitation? Would he waggle his finger at it, or?
Yeah, probably. And knowing Zaris, he would probably somehow, you don't know how because you don't need it for prestidigitation, but he'd somehow incorporate Wilbur's poop into this thing going on the eyes.
Perfect.
Because he's a weirdo.
That's fair. Yeah. I think,
so is that what you want to do, Jamie? Do you want to open Wilbur's poop, like a smelling salt,
like a present? Aside from the Wilbur's poop part, Milo's gonna it's gonna look eerily like very short, pale, not blue Zaris. As he waggles his finger in the same way that he does to cast a simple spell.
That gives Eldryn a chill.
And you just see. And you just see two big glops of the sticky, gross mud splat on the eyes of this machine.
Cool. Great. So Brumhilda, on her turn, as Magister Thana, is going to go up to you. Melvin, why don't you go check on the other ones in the basement? It's going to put a hand on you and cast haste.
All right.
So Brumhilda's telling you, go help Seren.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is. As soon as convenience, he'll sprint away.
You got it. Cool. All right. With that, I believe that is everyone. I am. Good Lord, I am rolling bad for Huxley. All right. Back to the top of the order. It is Seren. Where is Seren? Oh yeah, she's over there. Okay, Seren, what would you like to do? As I'm trying to get you in frame here.
Honestly, I think Seren is going to keep running, hoping she runs into a solution to get out of this. So she's gonna run her like normal 35 feet, and depending on what she sees by then, if there's any like doorways, or she still has her glasses on, so if like she can see through any walls or anything besides just going straight down the hallway.
Yeah, so there is a doorway a little bit further off here if you wanted to kind of take... And actually, let me roll something here. Wow, that was a long roll. Yeah, it is an actual doorway. It's not an invisible wall. It is a doorway to something else off to your left.
Okay.
So you can choose to keep going down this hallway, or you can take that left.
Yeah, she's taking that left, and she can bonus action dash.
So did my 3 rolls make it so that 2 of them have a skipped turn?
No, it would have been just to either permanently shut down this one or to shut it down for a turn.
Okay.
So 35 gets you in the doorway there. I'll say go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Perception. That is a 23.
With a 23, you see this is leading down another hallway. But to your left... Oh, what a crazy angle for this camera. Sorry. That's what I was doing over there. But to your left is what looks to be an illusory wall about maybe 25 feet from you, I think. Right around. Actually, it might be a 35 feet.
She can use her regular action to dash as well, correct?
Yes, you can.
Cool. So she will go through that wall, or at least get up to it. While she's mentally trying to, like, remember all of the turns she took so she can get back to Frederick.
That's a good point. Give me a survival check. I'm going to say DC 15.
Cool. I literally can't miss that.
I'll say if you roll a nat 1, I'll call it.
I rolled a 5, I think, which is still a 10 for me, so that's a 22.
Great. Great. Sweet. Awesome. Cool. 22, yeah, you're fully able to track this down. It's not your natural terrain, being woods, but it is something you've grown accustomed to, we'll say. Cool. And that is a significant distance here. So even for the automaton's turn, they're going to be making their movements. One of them's going to be making their movement still towards you. You're not entirely sure what's going on with the situation with Frederick. The other one is going to power up at the end of its turn. And then Eldryn, it is your turn. I'll say, Eldryn, go ahead and roll me a... I'd say Arcana or Perception check. I'll allow... Well, Arcana or Investigation check.
The same. So... I'll I'll do an Arcana check. 12.
Okay. 12 does, it's higher than 11. As you see, the figure kind of turns around, looks in the direction of the stairs. Even though its eyes are completely covered, you get the feeling that this thing does not need eyes to see. It is just for the comfort of the people around it to make it look somewhat human-like, as it seems to have some sort of blind sight.
Okay. And there's a professor that's coming up, or
Correct.
that's here that can see me, right?
Correct.
Why is D&D Beyond frozen? Hold on. Why does the internet hate us? Sorry, D&D Beyond's not loading at all anymore. Do I still have my character sheet? Sorry, I have to open up my other copy of my character sheet.
No worries.
I was gonna say I can open it up for you, our campaign.
Gwar, you're on deck,
got it.
by the way.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
Oh, get out of here, stupid Adobe Acrobat. So, of course, I don't have spells. I don't know what to do, guys.
I just feel like we don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
I know. So, Eldryn will... Is there anything I can do to help Huxley along with whatever he's doing, or no?
you have no idea what he's doing.
We're gonna have a real conversation about teamwork when we talk next time. Yeah, I bark. I'm gonna actually... Eldrin's going to... When she sees that professor, she's gonna... God, she's gonna be so bad at this. But she's gonna try to act like she's gonna be like, oh my gosh, what is this? This is crazy. I've never seen anything like this, and act really scared of this automaton thing. And see if the professor will do anything about it. Like we'll turn it off or something, because the Eldrin's freaking out.
You got it. Okay. Cool. I'll say go ahead and roll me a performance check.
Alright. Was guidance a concentration? Ah, damn it. Alright. 6. Because, yeah, performance, not persuasion. Okay, yeah, 6.
You got it. Yeah, go ahead and act out this 6 for me, I think. That's what I want.
Eldrin says, oh my gosh. I've never seen anything like this. This is terrifying.
Noros interrupts you with you okay?
I'm not okay, because this beast in a school I don't understand, and I want it to be turned off. If only there was a professor around that could do something like that for us.
Are you feeling all right?
I'm feeling fine. Shut up right now.
Oh, okay.
I am scared.
Oh, okay.
It stepped on my foot and it hurt really bad.
Oh, let me see your your foot. Let me see it. Elstra, is that your turn?
Yep.
I love it.
I'm so mad.
That's so good. Gwar, you're up. You saw that.
Yeah, I am just...
No inflection, exactly how I did it.
Yeah. Gwar, you're pretty dang sure Eldrin's pretty freaked out about this thing.
Yeah,
I mean, I rolled a 6.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty convincing.
I'm shuffling along, still pretending like I have an affliction.
Gastrointestinal.
Yeah, a gastrointestinal affliction. And so as I go, I say, Professor, does it look like that thing just assaulted that Triton over there?
My foot.
Can we shut it down? Can we
I may
shut it
never
down,
swim
Professor?
again.
Well, first things first, let's go ahead. I truly feel like she's faking for some reason. But Magister Thanos right there. She can be able to take care of it. We should get you... Okay, so here's the door to the bathroom.
Oh, thank you.
You can go ahead and... I'll wait just outside.
I wouldn't wait. You're gonna hear things that will haunt your dreams.
That's okay. I can cast silence on the door.
Okay. I might be in here a while.
I was going to say, roll a persuasion check. I'm not going to say that he just does that. I'm sorry. Need to give you a chance.
23.
Okay, cool. Well, I can cast silence on the door if you'd like.
I mean, I don't know if it's going to matter, but I might be in here a while. Like, I don't know. Like, it could be 10 minutes or more.
Well, I'll go check in to see if I can help out with magic. Good luck. Come find me.
Do not come in here.
Yeah, I'll say he's kind of like acting on your turn as well as he kind of goes up and goes, Magister Thana, what seems to be happening? We'll see what Broomhilda does in her turn.
Can I just, as a free action, I do say, in my culture, underwater, these are beasts that are very scary to us. Please turn it off.
Well, they're made of metal, so I imagine they're not in your... Okay. What was... Hold on. Magister Thana. Milo, you were up. Excuse me.
Yeah, Milo,
I will say, Gwar, that was just movement and, like, free action, I'd say. So if there's
he
anything
actually
specific
has
you
to
want
go
to do,
to the bathroom.
Can I
do you actually... If you have to go to the bathroom, it is an action.
Yeah.
It's a full action, for sure.
I'm gonna... Can I help Milo? Is that possible?
From the bathroom?
I don't know. I don't know what, like, how distance works on the help action. I don't know.
It's 5 feet, unless you're...
well, then never mind.
Mastermind rogue.
I'm going to take my action to do my business.
Okay. I would say you could put on armor, you could do whatever you were thinking about doing.
That was my point. I was going to be in there for 10 minutes to put my armor on. You know.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So we'll say you're in the process of putting your armor on. I'll tell you what, I will give you, like, just for the sake of, like we need to do something quick. Go ahead and give me an is it athletics or sleight of hand? I think it's sleight of hand. I'm gonna say sleight of hand DC 15 to be able to do it in 18 seconds as opposed to 10 minutes.
17.
Got it. It's gonna be the fastest. So 3 rounds. That's going to be the fastest putting on armor that's ever been put on armor ever. Milo,
I'm praying to Bahamut while I do it.
Nailed it.
Perfect.
Yeah, Milo's going to, following Broomhilda's suggestion / casting, Milo's going to sprint towards the stairwell while looking behind him and shit, I can still see! And just running away.
Okay. You got it. Cool. So let's see. So with haste, your movement is doubled.
Doubles, right? That's 90
and you have another action.
Mm-hmm.
So
if I
what is your
dash,
normal move speed?
45.
45. Good lord. Okay. Give me a second. I gotta picture this in my head. 45 feet to get down the stairs. Okay, so here's the only tricky thing about this. You don't exactly know where the basement stairs are.
Mm-hmm.
So 45 feet is definitely enough for you to be able to get to someone who you can ask, how do I get to the dungeons?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's got haste cast on him, so he's kind of frantic.
Yeah.
I think he's going to see somebody of general authority. He's not going to do this to a student. And like
Okay.
grab them by their shoulders and like basically going to hear Christopher Lloyd in Back to the Future. How do I get to the basement? How do I get to the basement?
Okay. I love the reference. Also, if you're grabbing, assuming most
Yeah, it's above my
most
head.
adults are above your head. Yeah. So you're like,
Yeah.
uh,
Do you want uppies? What do you want? What is happening?
yeah. What do you want here? Go ahead and roll me a because of the Christopher Lloyd thing. You have advantage. Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
What is my persuasion? Am I persuasive at all? +1. It was a nat 20, so 21.
Oh.
Oh, nat 20. Yeah, great. Cool. Nat 20, it's not even an action. I'll say it's a free action as you see like them like terrified and just point next to them where there's a door. That didn't even cost your action. So 45 feet to get to them. So your movement is double. So we're still on movement. So 45 feet to be able to get into the basement.
Yeah.
Just here. So you're starting here. So I'd say it's 10 feet to get into it. So now we're here. So 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So all that was movement here. Sorry, I didn't have your camera on you. So you're now in the basement. I'll say give me a quick survival check. Or you can actually also, I'll say because of that nat 20, you could also just like ask Seren, like, where are you?
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Seren's gonna try to explain.
Yeah, that's all you have to say. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Say like you just try your best to kind of explain where you are.
Like,
Seren, I feel like could explain. She'd be like, 50 paces left, 50 paces right. Like Seren would be good at that.
Yeah.
Right.
Except she's whispering to the best of her ability.
I love it.
Like
cool.
Left from the maintenance closet, another left.
Mm-hmm.
Go through
Perfect.
the wall that you think is a real wall, but
Go
it's
through
not.
the wall you can't see. Yeah. Thankfully, ironically, right now, besides the area that you were just about to go into, because you walked out of the illusory wall that you went into. So thankfully, everywhere that Milo would be going right now, he is not having to go into an illusory wall, which would be like a whole other DC. So great. All right. So we're now on movement. So Milo, you are here. You also can step of the wind as a bonus action to be able to move your.
He's gonna dash for sure. Use a key point.
You got it.
And make that 180 feet for his distance.
Instead of trying to explain where Seren is, can she explain where Frederick is?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah, because she's not
you wanna
currently as much in trouble as obviously Frederick is. Yeah,
You got it. Cool.
she's
So
gonna
we
say
already
help
moved-
Frederick,
Got it. So we already
which
moved 90
I think
feet.
is just turn
Go
right.
Yeah. So another 90 feet bonus action move at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 45 is in here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So as soon as you walk in, I had to take away the walls here, but as soon as you walk in, you see there's an automaton that is standing over an unconscious tiefling on the ground, just watching it or watching him. That's it.
Yeah, Milo hasn't met the. Oh, but Seren gave him directions to protect him. So
Incredible.
yeah, Milo's gonna.
Milo, roll me a roll me an insight check. I'm going to say DC 17.
Nope, 15.
Okay, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think Milo is. Let me see if I can see this any closer. Oh, it's bipedal. Okay.
Yes.
Milo is going to, while it's standing over the student, Milo's going to attack its joints, attack its knees.
Yeah, go for it.
So he's gonna unarmed strike. Hey, I haven't done this in so long. That was a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Sure hope it does. Let me find my D8. That was so it was 10 damage.
Okay. Half to 5. I assume, what type of damage is it?
Shit. Yeah, that's let me see. Bludgeoning.
Okay.
Can you do stunning strike on on these constructs, or?
Pretty sure there's no construct
melee weapon
thing
attack,
for it.
yeah. Oh yeah, but yeah, it can't be stunned, right?
I mean, you're not sure.
Yeah, I guess.
So I just want, I'm checking stunning strike just to make
it.
sure it doesn't specify that it needs to be. Nope. Yeah, just a creature. Also, you're asking a lot of questions of like joints, like wires, like things. Like I think like there's another sort of element we could kind of put into that.
Yeah, I guess there's not really much. Let me see what else I can do.
Well, you've just spent a bonus action, and now you're doing your action to attack, which you can do another action because you have haste.
Yeah, so I can't pull another. I have two. Oh, I have two actions.
So haste gives you another action and doubles your movement.
Oh hell! I didn't know the action part. I thought it just made me quick.
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, so Milo's going to yeah, swing his quarterstaff again just to make sure it wasn't a fluke, I guess, because he's still got.
Did you want to try to stunning strike this dude? You didn't give me an answer on that.
Oh, I thought you said. Oh, you said I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know.
So he's gonna use a key point to try and stun it, because it didn't seem like it was doing much anyways.
What's the DC?
It's for me to know and eventually find out. DC 15 con save.
Okay. So I need to roll. I'll just tell you guys flat out. I need to roll a 9 or lower. That's a 4.
Neat.
Okay. Stunned.
Hey,
Yes.
Milo, as you're gearing up for the second attack that you can now do with advantage, if you would like, or technically you just have the attack action that you can do, or you can, you actually have another action. You can only just attack once with it, which doesn't matter for you. But I will say, because he was holding a turn on this, I rolled his death saves. One of them was a nat 20. So your low insight check did not catch that he kind of blinked an eye open as soon as you came into the room. But you hear a "Thanks, dude," and you see him go invisible, and then you assume run away.
Scamper off.
Good. Get out of here.
Yeah, perfect. I think so. Milo's going to use this next.
Sorry, I rolled a 3 on whether or not he does this. He takes the chest as he runs off. So it's now just a floating chest because that's not how that works.
Dork.
Fantastic.
God damn it.
So I guess Milo's going to use this action to. It's a robot. It's not going to do anything. Milo's going to. It's the best option I think he's got. Milo's going to use this action to tie this robot up. To like, for if it hopefully if it gonna focus on tying its legs as tightly together as possible.
Okay. Sweet. I like it. So just to clarify, it's for the idea of like the immersion of this. I think like stunning, it just powered down, so it didn't like fall to the ground. So you're like tying it while it's standing in its like normal position. I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
It was a Star Wars AT-AT thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Go ahead and give me a. You're setting the DC of the con save to break this trap. So say, go ahead and give me that sleight of hand check. Now, so you have advantage. It's stunned.
Oh yeah. Sleight of hand, you said?
Yes.
That is a 24.
Okay, cool. So I'll tell you guys straight up, 24, it needs to roll a 16 or higher. 16 or higher to break up. Cool. You got it. Milo, I believe that's your full turn. And what a turn it was.
Yeah, and I don't have any movement left, right? That
Correct.
Got me to where I am.
I think you have like maybe 20 feet.
Lucky.
Actually.
I think yeah, Milo used that 20 feet to get to the like the entrance of that room.
Cool.
To make sure like nobody else comes in, or to keep an eye on the floating chest that ran away.
That's right. He's okay. I was going to say he's invisible. You can't see him, but you definitely can. I rolled a 3. He's also an arcade trickster, which means he has to have a certain level of intelligence, but not for this. Beautiful. Noros, you're up. Also, I just thought about it. Immersion be damned as far as this thing goes. Gwar, you're able to come out of the bathroom with armor next turn.
Okay.
That's silly.
Hell yeah.
3 rounds for that.
Noros will be. Norris is gonna lean in hard to Eldrin's like performance, and he's gonna probably just be like, "Oh yeah, we're really scared of these in the water. Are you okay?" kind of thing, and maybe telling the professor and also Magister Thana, like, "You need to turn this thing off. My colleague is terrified."
Okay. Cool. What I will definitely discern for you in that is that Professor Cartwright goes, well, if anyone has the authority to be able to turn these off, it would be you, Magister Thana. Magister Thana just goes, right. That would be what I would do. Let me just find that off button. Great. Wilbur, it's your turn.
Wilbur, Wilbur is also going to full lean into this very wonderful performance that Eldryn is putting on, and will like kind of walk over and like sniff at the quote unquote hurt foot, and then. You know how, like, sometimes when your dogs realize that you don't feel good, they just, like, kind of lay down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Wilbur's just gonna kind of sniff and just, lay down on his side.
Okay. Is there an intention here that the DM's getting, or this is what I'm doing as the ploy?
This is what I'm doing as part of the ploy. I'm
Okay.
I'm a sad little pet.
And I say, look at Bert, my poor pet that I used to range. He's terrified.
My poor pet. Generic pet
That I used to range.
that I used to range. Okay, I mean, there's 3 people that are now involved in this guise. I will say with that, it's going to allow Eldryn to roll another deception check, I think.
Okay.
Real good.
Is it performance or deception?
I'll allow either.
I mean, same thing. I don't know why I even asked. Like, it's different. Alright, come on. Okay, I rolled a 16 minus 1, so a 15.
Okay, cool. Professor Cartwright goes, "Oh, you're actually hurt. Sorry, I do know some healing magic here. Let me see." As leans down, Wilbur, you can full on be a pet if you want, and just like hiss or something.
Yeah, I was trying to. I don't know that Wilbur would hiss.
Eldryn will say,
Maybe-
"Be careful, he bites."
Maybe
Get the fuck away. That's what you just
maybe
say.
a little growl, like
Okay.
a little Wilbur's best growl, like. "Urgh."
I love it. I love it. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I guess your pet doesn't want me
He's-
to do it.
Fine, he just has sympathy pain for me
"Urgh."
and doesn't like to be touched or pet.
"Urgh."
Well, I don't know what I don't know what you'd want me to do in this situation. I guess I'll go and check in on my. And then meanwhile, Mesh thinks, right. So, the off button. Where is that? Hold the thing? And you see like full like couldn't be less of an artificer here. I rolled a 7. She has no clue what to do with these things. And this finally brings us to the top of the round, which lets me roll again for Huxley. Thank God.
Save
'kay.
us from this torture.
I'm trying. He could not
Your
roll below a
goddamn
10.
job, Huxley.
Listen, it was just a DC 11. He finally rolled a 13. Well, sorry, not a DC. Like I had to roll 11 or higher. And I rolled 3 times. It was like a 4, a 6, and a 9. Like finally, it's
You
a
working on
13.
it? Okay, Huxley.
Honestly,
This is-
though,
this is
that
why
was-
we
Yeah, we're
use the
mad at
buddy
Huxley, not
system.
you, Joe.
That tracks for
All right. Listen. Wait, you don't even know what's gonna happen yet. Cool. I need everybody to
Turns
give
them
me. I need everybody to give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy.
Is Gwar near us? Did he come out of the bathroom?
Gwar has not
Not
come
yet.
out of the bathroom yet.
Nope,
Wilbur,
I'm not
you
close
get
to
you get disadvantage on this roll.
Oh, what the?
Jasmine, I need to see my sheet. Okay.
25 for me.
Nice.
Dirty 20.
18
Nice.
for me, and let's see what Norris
Nice.
gets. Norris gets an 18 as
It's gonna be
well.
roll
Whoa!
Nice.
So cute.
Milo, what'd you get?
That was a 6.
No.
Oh no!
This makes sense. Don't worry. Cool. Wilbur, what'd you get?
12.
Cool. This makes sense. Don't worry. Seren, just to be clear, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Yeah, I like it. We'll roll for Frederick too. Great. Hey, there's a good roll.
Does this useless professor have to roll?
Yeah, let's do it. I rolled it. I'm not fucking kidding. I rolled a nat 20.
You can roll for Broomhilda too.
I didn't yet. Okay. Nope, we're good. That die's rolling really well for the things that honestly are not going to matter that much. Cool. Wilbur, you are effectively frightened for a turn.
Nope. We can't be frightened.
Beautiful. I
Hero
love it.
speech, baby.
Yay.
So
Yay for
what
food.
happens what happens is a very high pitched sort of like whistle kind of comes out as you see this thing full on like powered down, as essentially some sort of magical EMP was launched. All robots, anything like electrically powered in this entire section of the school is no longer working.
What's an EMP?
Electromagnetic
pulse.
So it
James.
basically shuts down electrical equipment. So all of the
Played a
robots.
big role in Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
And the first Matrix.
And the Matrix, baby. And the second Matrix.
And in
And I think
Shield.
and the third Matrix. There's a lot of EMP shit in the Matrix side. All right.
The Matrices.
Matrices.
Matrix.
I feel like in full halfling form, not as a werewolf, hearing that whistle, like doesn't know what to do because he failed the con save anyway, and he just starts howling.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yes.
love that. Beautiful.
But you're not frightened.
Yeah, so it should be
I'm not
like, so
well,
you're
I can't-
like,
as a halfling, I can't be frightened anyway. But yeah,
Oh wow.
Yeah. Can't move closer. So the concept too would be like can't move closer to the source of fear, which would have been anywhere like Seren is the closest from where Huxley is. Huxley is somewhere off in the center of the center of the school somewhere. But cool, awesome. So all the automatons are now down, and actually this is good timing, I think, too. As Seren, you would be coming up next. Seren, as you hear this kind of like ringing sort of sound, you don't even really hear it. You just feel like an uncomfortability in your ears for a second as you like kind of like are just having to kind of push them out. Do you still go through the invisible wall?
Sure.
Oh god.
Cool.
Music.
As you do, you notice two more sconces on the wall, both showing this kind of like bluish white, it's almost like a colorless, like kind of like a ghost sort of flame on either side of this staircase leading down lower. The archway itself has some runic writings on it. Seren, I'd like you to roll me an investigation check with advantage.
$21.
You've been seeing this message from the very beginning, written in Common, sometimes in Elvish. You've heard it being said throughout the party's entire time together, and looking at the writing along the archway, either recognizing it from a book that you picked up in Eisenheim or certain other places where you had seen it written, and just recognizing runic symbols that fit together. You see over the archway, magic is in the blood. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week. Actually, see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.